today I'm reviewing the Smartly Skincare Collection. And really quick, I just want to say, purchase all these products with my own money. So if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at nobsbeauty.com or check on the Amazon link below. So, Target has recently introduced Smartly to people, and I've seen it occasionally sit on the shelves, and recently I picked up kind of a variety of everything they had and thought, now I've had a chance to try them, I would kind of share my thoughts with you guys on them. And they've got a few more additional products. Their body lotion comes in a variety of scents. I picked the unscented version, but they've got a few different scents to them. And they also will have a sunscreen coming out soon, which I have not seen on the shelves yet. But when I see that, I'll definitely pick it up to give it a try. So I'll start with their face lotion, just to kind of talk about it for a few seconds. So this is the unscented face lotion. However, it's not really unscented, but hang on one second. So I'm going to start with the packaging on it. It's a squeeze tube bottle. One interesting thing I did note is that it has a recycling picture on there with a cross through it for the tube and the cap. So I have to assume that it's not recyclable. However, it's a plastic bottle. So I kind of wonder why it wouldn't be recyclable. I guess it must not be the correct plastic. So anyway, if you guys have any comments on that, definitely leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts are on it. I'm not a master of knowing a lot about recycling, but I'd assume it's better off to recycle it than not. But why would they make a plastic bottle with not recyclable? So anyway, although the packaging is very nice, a squeeze tube bottle, which protects the ingredients from exposure to light and air. My second criteria is alcohol. It does contain benzyl alcohol, which isn't an issue for most people. Those with very sensitive skin could have a slight issue with that, since it can be sometimes a little bit drying. It's used as a preservative. It's definitely a much better preservative than some other alternatives they could have used, such as things that include parabens. But if you have very, very sensitive skin, do a patch test, just in case. My third criteria is fragrance, and this is unscented. However, it does have farsenol in it, which is a fragrance ingredient. And it really has no other purpose other than giving things a little bit of a scent. And I did read some reviews online of people saying it was unscented, but it has a scent to it. It has a weird scent, which is probably from the farsenol. And benzyl alcohol also is used sometimes for a little bit of a fragrance. It's a preservative, but it also has a little bit of a fragrance in there. So for the most part, it really is unnoticeable and it dissipates immediately, but it does have a couple fragrance ingredients. I guess having a scent is different than adding fragrance to a product. So my fourth criteria is the manufacturing location. On this bottle, it doesn't specify, but I'm assuming since everything else says made in the U.S. that this is also made in the U.S. And in Minnesota, we are like the headquarters of Target. So anyway, interesting. It's interesting that it took me forever to find it at my local Target, but a lot of people have already tried this. So anyway, my fifth criteria is ease of use, and it smooths over skin easily, absorbs quickly. No real issues with the ease of use. So it does feel very nice, absorbs quickly. A little bit goes a long way. And it's not greasy, it absorbs pretty quickly. And as you can see, a little bit goes a very long way. So my sixth criteria is antioxidants. And for their facial lotion, they included several: macadamia, shea butter, panthenol, vitamin E. So it's got some good beneficial ingredients and antioxidants in there. You know, if you use this, I do recommend pairing it with a good serum that contains a lot of other beneficial ingredients. But for a lotion, it's a good start. It's got more beneficial ingredients than some other much more expensive ones. My seventh criteria is animal testing. And interestingly, I emailed Target. I've not heard back yet. There's no information yet really on if this is cruelty-free or not. So to start with, I assumed it's not, but I guess once I hear more, I'll let you know. Or if you have a link, or if you guys have emailed them, leave a comment below too. My eighth criteria is performance, and it hydrates nicely. It does a decent job. It's not going to change your total life or your skincare routine, but It leaves skin feeling hydrated and soft, and without leaving it feeling super greasy. Definitely if you have anti-aging concerns or acne concerns or pigmentation concerns, you're going to want to use this with other products that have more targeted ingredients. But overall, it performs nicely for a face lotion. My 9th criteria is the price, and this is the full size, which is 4 ounces, and it sells for $2.99, so it's definitely a good deal. And my 10th criteria, which is the it factor, it's good. It's not the best for very sensitive skin, which it kind of seems like it might be because it says unscented, but it does have a couple ingredients that could be a little iffy for you. But overall, it's a good lotion, and overall it got a 6 out of 10 to start with, but we'll find out more about animal testing because that could change it from a 6 to a 7. And kind of just a preliminary thought on that. Let me go to their cleanser and let you guys know my thoughts on their cleanser, which comes in a giant bottle. Again, very nice to see. My first criteria is packaging, and it's packaged very nicely. Squeeze tube. Again, not recyclable. We'll find out more about that from you guys. I'm sure one of you guys knows more about the symbols than I do. So, my second criteria is alcohol, and this does not contain any denatured or drying alcohols. My third criteria is fragrance, and this does not contain any fragrance ingredients, so that's always good to see. My fourth criteria is manufacturing location, and this is made in the U.S., so no issues with that. Ease of use, very easy to use, smooths over skin. A little bit goes a long way, definitely foams up nicely, and a little bit goes a long way, so you want to apply this to damp skin, and basically after it foams, you massage over your skin and rinses, so it rinses easily and leaves skin feeling just fine. So no real issue with ease of use. Very easy to use for a cleanser. My sixth criteria is antioxidants. And it really does include a lot of beneficial ingredients. And in fact, it's interesting because even though I live in Minnesota, home of Target, there's several different ingredient lists. The ingredient list on Target's website for this was different. The ingredients on, I think, Skin Charisma was different. Then the ingredients on the bottle was another list. So I'm going by the one on my bottle because the one on Target's website includes a very iffy preservative, which I'm not a huge fan of, methylazone. I don't know. I can't say it right, but this list doesn't include that ingredient, so I'm assuming the one on the bottle is correct. So other than that, it really doesn't include any beneficial ingredients, just the basics on what it needs to foam and rinse, clean, and remove makeup. So they could have included a few, but they really didn't include much other than the panthenol and allantoin. So, which is okay for a cleanser. Most of it gets rinsed down the drain anyway, so it's not a huge issue. My seventh criteria, again, is animal testing, and one site is saying they're cruelty-free, another site says they don't think they're cruelty-free. I've emailed them. I haven't heard back yet, but if you've got an email, let me know again, or if I hear anything, I'll update and leave a comment. Performance, it performs nice. It does a decent job removing most makeup and sunscreen, foundation. It struggles a little bit with waterproof mascara or mascara in general, but for the most part, it performs nicely. It did leave my skin feeling a little bit drier than the average cleanser, which is probably just because they didn't include a lot of other beneficial ingredients or hydrating ingredients. And then I should also note that this does contain sodium lauryl sulfate, which it's not as drying as the sodium lauryl sulfate, but it can still be drying, and I know a lot of people like to avoid sulfates, so this does include that. However, on the other ingredient list, I think it contained the other one, so it's a little confusing, but I'm just going by what's on my bottle. So my ninth criteria is the price, and this is the full size, which is 5 ounces, and it sells for $2.49. So very affordable and efficient. So, and a little bit goes a long way. And then my 10th criteria, which is the it factor. Nothing overly exciting about it. It's a basic cleanser that does a decent job. Probably best suited for oily skin, since I found the ingredients to be a little bit drying, especially from the sulfate. That one was a little bit drying. Probably not the most ideal for sensitive skin. However, you'll probably be able to use it with no issues for the most part. But try it and see, or do a patch test just in case. So if you have very, very dry skin, this might not be ideal, but oily skin, normal skin, non-sensitive skin probably won't have any issues. So I gave this a preliminary 7 out of 10, especially for $2.50. You can't get much better than that. And I'll do their body lotion, and then I've just got their wet wipes left. Their body lotion comes in a giant tub. Good packaging, no real issues with that. It does contain a few alcohols, however, they are the good fatty alcohols, so no issues with that either. Fragrance, pick the one that says, well, smells like, well, nothing, because they have other ones that have scents in them, but this is their unscented version, so they've done a nice job, including a lot of different options. So if you like a little bit of scent in your body lotion, there's really nothing wrong with that. Or if you like it unscented, it's nice to have some good options. The manufacturing location is in the U.S. again, no issues with that. Ease of use, it smooths over skin nicely, absorbs quickly. For me, I can say this will probably be a good summertime body lotion when my skin isn't super dry. For winter time, this wasn't hydrating enough. I did layer it with an oil underneath because using this alone when my skin was super dry in the middle of winter wasn't quite enough. However, in the summertime when I don't have those issues, this will probably be all I need. So if you have very, very dry skin over your body, though, you might want to layer this since it's not the most hydrating. But otherwise, it smooths over skin easily and absorbs quickly and has a nice non-greasy feeling, which is good. My 6th criteria is antioxidants, and it's got a small amount of shea butter, beeswax, and vitamin E, but other than that, that's about it, which I guess what do you expect for a very cheap, affordable body lotion. Animal testing, again, not sure. We'll find out and leave a comment, or I'll leave information in the description box. Performance, it's lightly hydrating, not the most super hydrating product, but it does the basics for normal skin or oily skin. Dry skin, probably not going to be enough unless it's summertime, which then my skin isn't as dry as usual, but very nice. I like the fact that it has a non-greasy feeling to it, so it doesn't dry with that greasy feeling that certain ones have. Price, I have $1 for 20 ounces. That can't be right. $1. Hang on, let me check. $1.99. So I was close. $1.99 for 20 ounces, which is ridiculously affordable. So basically $2 for 20 ounces, which is a really good deal compared to a lot of the other body lotions I've reviewed and used. And then my 10th criteria, which is the it factor. Again, as long as you don't have any specific skincare issues or dry skin, this is probably going to be all you need, which is good. Yeah, so overall, I gave this a preliminary 9 out of 10. And then let me get to the cleansing wipes last, which are very handy, which I've been using these after certain reviews to kind of just clean up, remove makeup, things like that. Packaging, simple, nice, nothing fancy. It does not contain denatured alcohol, also does not contain any fragrance, which is good. Manufactured in the U.S., so no issues with that. Ease of use. You can basically grab one wipe and use it wherever you want to remove makeup or cleanse your face at the end of the day. One tissue will do your whole face, which is nice to see. It doesn't contain any really sensitizing chemicals, so you can use this to remove makeup at the end of the day without feeling that you need to rinse your face off. However, I still recommend, especially if you have acne-prone skin, to rinse it off, but you can use this without rinsing because it doesn't contain any sensitizing chemicals that certain wet wipes can contain and do contain. But it does a good job removing makeup, sunscreen. It does a decent job removing most mascara except for waterproof. It struggles a little bit there, but for the most part, it does a nice job. And one wipe will certainly cleanse your whole face. So very nice, portable. I like the fact that they include a lot of sensitizing chemicals that some wet wipes can contain. My 6th criteria is antioxidants. And it does have some good beneficial ingredients. Aloe's in there, vitamin E, chamomile, cucumber, white tea extract, which sadly is at the very end of the list. But for a wet wipe, it includes a lot of good beneficial ingredients. So As long as you don't rinse your face off, you will get a lot of those beneficial ingredients. Animal testing, still not sure, but we'll figure that out. Performance does a very nice job removing foundation, sunscreen, eye makeup, lipstick. Again, struggles with waterproof mascara and long-wear foundation or certain water-resistant sunscreens. It struggles a little bit, but with a little bit of finesse, you'll be able to, for the most part, remove everything you want. Price, so this is the full size, which is 30 wipes. It is 99 cents, so that is an awesome deal. Is that 3 cents a wipe? I'm terrible at math. 10 cents a wipe? No, 3 cents a wipe. What's 30 divided by 100? 3 cents a wipe. Yeah, I was right the first time. So they did a nice job with that. The It Factor, these are good wipes. I like the fact that they don't include a lot of chemicals that are going to be sensitizing to skin. Very affordable, effective, fragrance-free. They do a nice job removing makeup. I really like these. Overall, these have a preliminary 9 out of 10. Again, we're not sure about the animal testing yet. But overall, the Smartly brand certainly has some standout products and a few that are just okay. But overall, for the most part, they're going to be very skin-friendly and friendly for most skin types, especially oily or normal skin. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to try any of these out. And if you have, what have you tried and how have you liked them? So leave a comment, or if you have any updates to any of my information, definitely leave a comment. Anyway, thank you guys so much.